We had a bombshell of a report dropped about Ryan Poles, the Chicago Bears general manager, by a Bears columnist. So I want to talk about that here with you guys. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, hit that subscribe button down below. Would really appreciate that. So we got to talk about this report that came out by Dan Weeder of the Chicago Tribune. And this was a pretty interesting piece here that he wrote on Ryan Poles, and it was basically based around the fact that Ryan Poles is set to hire another coach, but should he be allowed to? Why is his job safe when he is just as much to blame of this mess that has been the Bears as some of the other people, right? Obviously, Eberflus is out, so, can't really blame him anymore because he already got punished. He lost his job. So is Ryan Poles next in line? So to me, I want to talk about the big takeaways here that I got from the article. The first and foremost one, was about the fact that, this has been confirmed before, but it's just that Matt Eberflus was never forced on Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles did hire him, but here's the interesting part that people did not know. Had the Bears not hired Matt Eberflus, he was set to be fired by the Colts. Now think about that for a second. The Chicago Bears hired a coach that was going to be fired by his team. The Colts were going to move on from Matt Eberflus, who was a coordinator for them, and he was most likely going to be looking for another positional coaching position, but the Chicago Bears decided to make him their head coach. So that was a disaster right from the beginning for Matt Eberflus. I never liked the hire. Go check the tape from when I made my reaction video. I never liked the hire, and it never ended up working out. So that part, more inexcusableness here on the part of the Chicago Bears and Ryan Poles here. And look, for the folks still making excuses that, hey, Ryan Poles was only given a set of coaches that he could pick from. Fine, even if you believe that, the second time around, when he could have fired Eberflus this past offseason, he didn't. So Ryan Poles married himself to that man, and it cost him a lot in the sense of his job security could be on the line now. All right, so that was the first thing. The second one was Ryan Poles signed Nate Davis in free agency despite in-house warnings that Nate Davis had concerns as a player in terms of his availability, in terms of his work ethic, all of those things. And Ryan Poles still overlooked it and decided to sign him. And guess what? You had to cut him a few years later because he was essentially useless to your team, was never available, and even when he wasn't very good. So that was the other thing that came out in this article about Ryan Poles, which was, even though he could have avoided a mistake, he didn't. And this isn't even mentioning the Velus Jones Jr. drafting, the Chase Claypool trade. I'm not saying GMs don't make mistakes, but my goodness, Ryan Poles has had some big misses here, okay? And I feel like just the fact that, Ryan Poles' confidence has gone down now, even with Kevin Warren getting hired. You could see it, obviously, in press conferences. There's reports now talking about the fact that, he's kind of looking over his shoulder for his job security because is he even running the show anymore, or is it Kevin Warren? So overall, folks, here's where I'm at. I went from being fairly confident and believing in Ryan Poles as the general manager of this team to now, I wonder if we are going to have a clean house here in terms of Ryan Poles getting fired or walking away. Obviously, coach is gone, and start fresh with the new general manager, new head coach next season. And the reason I say that is because I don't believe Ryan Poles likes to have Kevin Warren as his boss. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I feel like the coaches that would be interested in the Bears coaching position, mainly a Ben Johnson, might want his own general manager. Now, will he get it? That's a different question. But they might want it. And then Kevin Warren, man, he didn't hire Poles. He didn't hire Flus. Obviously, Flus is gone, but maybe he wants his own general manager. So I'm just saying, most likely Ryan Poles is going to get to pick a second coach, but we got some chink in the armor here. We got some cracks. It could potentially be somebody else. We'll see. But What I don't like about this is that there is instability now in the front office. Ryan Poles is not the trusted general manager that he was before. We got some issues here. So let me know what you guys think about that. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.